Hey, you guys, I wanted to share with you something that the Lord really blessed me through. A couple of weeks ago, I don't know if some of you guys will remember when the winter apocalyptic storm came through the United States. That's what they were calling it. Anyways, they were just talking about like how it was delaying shipments, and it was right around Thanksgiving, the 1st of December too, kind of in that area. Well, I had sold a shirt on eBay to a lady, and I had shipped it out right before this storm hit that I was unaware of. And it was delayed. The shipping was delayed on the shirt. And she messaged me on eBay and said, it's taken forever. I don't understand. I was like, well, it's in shipping. We tracked it, and it was just like hung up in one location for a while. And of course, she was living in West Virginia, so it was up north where all this was going on. And then, of course, USPS had already delayed shipping and, sent out messages to most people. Well, I kind of got at first irritable with her. She sent me this message, and I just thought, man, she's really being impatient. I'm not the one going through this storm. She is, And I thought that the Lord was telling me, she's purchased the item's hers, she's just waiting on it, just like I've purchased my children, and I'm waiting on you guys to come to fullness in me, to know who you are in me. And so this whole time, I'm needing to minister to her, but the Lord's ministering to me during this, and I thought, okay, Father, I understand what you're saying. I'll send her a message. So I sent her a message back, and I told her, at first, I said, I can't help it, just track it. It should be there shortly. I really didn't know what to do because this is the first time I've ever had a problem with shipping, but I thought, well, nobody's even open. I mean, these people aren't even opening their post offices. Well, a day went by. I want to say a day. It was probably a day. And I really felt like he was putting it on my heart to refund her shipping. Of course, I didn't understand why, but I did it. So I refunded her shipping, and I said, I'm sorry, that it's taken so long. Thank you for being patient. And I was just trying to be encouraging. By this time, I wasn't upset. I was just, more or less, I felt sympathy for her. I thought, I know what it's like when you are waiting for something and it takes forever to get it, or it's on back order. And we are not the first to possess the spirit of patience. It's one of the harder ones for me sometimes, but despite what some may say, I can be impatient. But I thought, I'll just be a blessing to her. Maybe she doesn't have any family. I don't know what she's going through personally. Maybe she's just looking for something to come in the mail. Maybe that's the only thing that she might get this year. And instead of being so selfish, I wanted to take the focal point off of me and put it on her and maybe be a blessing to her. So, of course, I left her, that message. I refunded her money for the shipping on the shirt, and I just told her, may the Lord bless you in this coming year and through these holidays. And so she sends me a message back, and she said, thank you for refunding the shipping. It was very kind of you. And that was it. Well, I was out, and I felt like the Lord had told me to send her another gift. So I thought, okay. So I had bought her a bracelet. And I also bought her a card. I bought some stationery, actually. And it was very uplifting stationery. I'll show you. They're really pretty. I was shopping with a friend, and I found these at a bargain store. And I thought they were too pretty just to leave hanging on the aisle. And I knew it was what the Lord had wanted me to do. And it was just little butterflies, and it says, I can do all things through him. Philippians 4:13, and they were just blank, and of course they had the pretty little envelopes too. And I bought these at Ross. They were only $3.99. $3.99. I couldn't believe it. And the little envelopes were so pretty. I thought they were so pretty, and I don't know, I just thought they were colorful and bright, and they would uplift somebody's spirit. So I knew when I seen them that this was for her. I needed to send her one of these and send her this bracelet. So I sent her the bracelet, And she responds back on eBay. Of course, I didn't know that she was a Christian. I didn't know she was a believer. For all I knew, she could have been doing witchcraft. I don't know that, but I just felt like the Lord wanted me to show her love. So I did. And on the 31st of December, I went and checked my mail. And I just thought this was the coolest thing. In fact, in a time when we don't understand and when we don't want to put ourselves out there. There's times when we don't always feel like being bubbly and joyful and happy and loving, and we really want to be justified in our actions, and that's kind of where I was that day. But I did what the Lord wanted me to do, so it just blessed me when I seen this. I'll show you. There's an envelope, and of course I seen the name on the back or whatever, and then this was on the front, and it said, God is love, 1 John 4:9, or 4:8, I'm sorry. And I thought, weird. I mean, she never mentioned anything about loving the Lord, or, but I did, and she never pushed anything. But then I opened it up, and it just said, thank you so much. You really know how to brighten somebody's day. And I mean, just simple as that. Pretty little card, and she sent me this. It says, there's an angel watching over you. And I thought, how sweet is that? This whole time, I didn't know this woman. I don't know her today. But I felt like the Lord was trying to prove himself to me. Of course, he always does. He shows up all the time around me, but and if you've ever been around me, you know what I'm talking about. But I have to brag on him because he's so awesome. But I thought, oh my gosh, I sat here and I wanted to be this pouty little woman who sold a shirt on eBay. Oh my gosh. And then you just turned this into a blessing for both of us. It was like I was getting a card from a long-lost sister that I'd never met. And I may never see her this side of heaven, but I'll get to see her in heaven, And I just thought, that is so awesome. It blessed me so much just to know that when we step outside of our own little problems and we put our focus on somebody else and trying to satisfy them, the Lord always will satisfy us. He'll give us blessings in that. And I just had to share that with you guys. I've got so much to share with you, and I don't have time to upload the videos. I'm so busy, and he's got me in the Word and praying, and I'm so wrapped up in him right now. It's just, I don't want to take the time to stop, but I've got to share his good news. So anyways, I hope this blesses y'all, and if you're going through some of these things, please trust me when I tell you that the Lord wants to show off with it. So take this bad circumstance that might be at the moment something that you can't stand, and try to use it to bless somebody else. And that's all I can tell you right now. I love you guys, and thanks for watching.